Israel's military is actively searching for hostages. An IDF spokesman announced troops conducted localized raids into Gaza today, killing a number of terrorists and looking for anything that could lead them to the missing Israelis. Our next guest knows firsthand how difficult these operations can be. Joining me now is the president and founder of One Free World, Majed el-Shafie. Majed, thank you so much for joining us today. You were heavily involved in getting people out of Afghanistan a couple of years ago. Tell me, what is involved in trying to evacuate people trapped in Israel right now?
The most important thing that we need to remember, there is always hope. And basically our techniques is depend on the local networks. So the local network can help great deal in order to be able to secure the people and to get them out as soon as possible.
Now, we've heard reports of different planes being sent out to pick up Americans, but the hostage situation is the greatest hurdle that we're seeing in Gaza and in Palestine in getting people out. How is this situation different? What are those specific challenges?
Well, we are talking about around 150 Israeli hostage that right now, 150 plus, right now is in Gaza and under the Hamas Authority. Some of them in the tunnels, some of them in homes, some of them underground. The main hurdle and the difference that Hamas is using them as a bargain chip. So basically, they're using them to threaten the Israelis. They're using them to get their own men outside of the Israeli prison. Hamas is a terrorist organization, and they will not hesitate to kill this hostage if they want to.
And it seems that the people of Palestine are also not being considered by Hamas and that they're not being given anywhere to go in order to escape the violence. So rescuing people is one thing, but relocating and resettling is another. What goes into finding safe havens for these refugees after this call to get everyone out of Gaza from the Israeli military?
Hamas used their own people as a human shield. And many of the rockets and the weaponry is hidden under a school or hospitals or buildings. So it's a very tough situation. And you are dealing with a very, very dirty player and an extreme sector of Islam. But when we are talking about Hamas, we have to divide between the Palestinians and Hamas. Hamas is a terrorist organization. The Palestinian civilians is always something that we are concerned about them, and we always worry about them. The only way that they can do it through the borders, which is Jordan, Egypt. The problem that Egypt can accept only limited numbers. Jordan can do the same. Lebanon can do the same. But at the same time, we see that Hezbollah right now become part of the problem, not part of the solution.
One angle that hasn't been talked about much is Christians in the region. You were forced to flee your native Egypt because of your beliefs. Are you hearing any specific or general threats to the Christian community in the region?
The persecution that happened to the Christians, I was in the Egyptian prison. I was tortured for my faith as a Christian. The persecution that happening to the Christians all around the world, especially in the Muslim Arab countries, is increasing by the minute. We have one persecuted Christian every 3 minutes worldwide in total. Let me just put it in a concept with regard to the Middle East, Palestinian and the Israeli dilemma. Just Bethlehem used to be more than 90% Christians. Today, Bethlehem is only less than 2% Christians population.
Well, that's definitely where we come in with prayer and knowing that in the end, God has cooked the books. Thank you so much, Majed.
God bless you.